Your resume and your LinkedIn profile have very different strengths, and if you're aware of those, you can take advantage of it to have a comprehensive package that really sells you. But what you need to do is be aware of the differences so that you can draw on them. So for example, your resume and your LinkedIn profile are both parts of the vetting process that a recruiter or human resources person is using. They're trying to figure out, should I say yes or no to this person in the context of whatever they happen to be trying to fill. So your resume is a backwards looking document, meaning it primarily talks about what you've accomplished, your education, your training, the previous jobs you've had, strengths that you have, and so on. But your LinkedIn profile can be one that looks in both directions. So, for example, you can put everything from your resume on there, but more importantly, you can choose things that highlight where you're trying to take yourself. So if you're at a certain level in your career path and you're trying to aim for something higher, you can demonstrate the qualities and the certain skills that you need and so on to show that you're ready for that advancement. Your resume is geared towards getting through applicant tracking systems, where your LinkedIn profile is primarily keyword-driven searches on the platform itself. With your resume, you can create multiple versions that go for a specific job post. So for example, if your background includes both logistics and security, for example, then you'd be able to create separate ones that highlight each one's strengths. But in the LinkedIn profile, you're limited to only one profile. That's part of their terms and conditions, which means that you got to be creative in how you highlight all the aspects of your background. Your resume, it's very formal and factual, but your profile can be more conversational along with the facts that you've presented. It's perfectly acceptable in a profile to be using words like I and me, where in a resume it's not. Your resume, just text. But your profile, you have the ability to add images and video, other kinds of things that can really give a more rounded sense of you as a person. Your resume is usually just 1 to 2 pages long, but your profile can be much longer. So if you have to cut your resume short for space reasons, you can take some of the things that you cut out and add them to your profile and elaborate on them. In your resume, as we said, keywords are needed for specific job posts so that you come up as a viable candidate given the parameters they're looking for. Whereas on your LinkedIn profile, keywords are needed, as we said, for driven searches. Still, you have to come up with those keyword lists, and I'm going to show you how to do that in the next module. So the strategy for a resume is to customize your resume to a specific job post or posts that are similar, keeping in mind the keywords, qualifications, and requirements stated, because those are going to be the way the recruiter narrows the field down. Keep in mind, objective statements are no longer used, which makes this a backward-looking document, as we said. They're not interested in what you'd like to do. The strategy around your LinkedIn profile, however, is you can build not only on what you've been, but where you want to go. So you can make your profile forward-looking. You can use keywords and media and strategically choose people to help you with accomplishments and endorsements that show where you want to be.